And we are live. No Chill Live. 117. We back.
Whoa.
Did you miss us?
Oh, this sounds good.
Oh, yeah, man. I'm ready.
You could tell it's been a while. I got my headphones all wrapped up over here. Looking crazy.
It's all good, yo. You know, we got Julian in the house. We got Bryan. We got Troy. We took some time off, but we back.
Woo, man. There's a lot to cover.
It's an all-time high, man. Shout out to Cash.
Make sure you follow, subscribe. All platforms. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Threads.
All of them.
Spotify, Google Podcasts. We're everywhere.
Yeah, man. You know, and also, you know, join in the conversation. DM us if you want to call in. You know, we got some new technology. We got a lot to catch up on.
This song is nice. I like this vibe. It gives me Cuddy vibes.
Yeah.
All my bitches getting high.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Welcome back, everybody, to No Chill Live. Woo! It is Leo season.
Big Leo.
It is still summer. You know, we took a little bit of a summer break, but we're back and fresh and tan.
Yeah, that's right. We did take a break. Shout out to everybody that's been hanging with us, keeping track of what we're posting on content and things like that. Make sure, like Jay was saying, DM No Chill Live. That way you can call in a little later.
Hell yeah, man. We are almost at 200 subscribers on YouTube.
Oh, man.
Two more. We need two more, guys. Two more. You know, tell two of your friends. Tell two of your friends to subscribe on YouTube so we can get to that big 200 milestone. You know, we've been working, though. We've been putting up content, and we got so much shit to get into.
That's
bro.
right.
We've been all over the world, all over the U.S. But we did have a bet, you know, that we made like a long time ago.
We did,
you know, for Earl Spence
before the fight was even confirmed. It was the initial fight that we thought was happening in November or something like that. Then it didn't play out, and finally everybody got what they wanted.
No, I did not, and neither did Earl Spence, man.
Listen, it was great. He got that check though. He definitely got that check.
Yeah, millions of dollars, you know, respect to both men, you know, respect to Bud Crawford. You know, I apologize for, you know, doubting you. You know, he had some lame competition for years, but he showed improved. You can't hate on the man.
Listen, I don't know if it was lame competition, but it wasn't as thorough as people would like. Yeah. And it's still not as thorough as it needs to be for him to be considered one of the greatest ever, in my opinion. I'm a big fan of his, but there's still work that needs to be done.
Yeah, he's still top pound for pound.
Oh, for sure. That is pretty much undeniable right now.
And then you got, you know, Canelo and Charlo coming in a few weeks. Boxing's had probably one of the best years in a long time. So shout out to boxing. Even though I lost, you know, $100, I was still happy to witness history. And I'm not a hater, so.
Listen, there's plenty of people that lost a lot more than that on that fight. I got to say, how did you feel watching it? You know, did you feel confident? What were your thoughts through the first couple rounds?
Oh, I was like, he's getting his ass beat.
No, I thought the first round it was
first round.
Errol definitely won the first round, and then the second round, that was pretty much the beginning of the end.
Yeah. You know, there's a lot of fights, man. You saw McGregor jumping around the Anthony Joshua fight after Joshua knocked out that Finnish dude.
Yes, I did. You know, some of these UFC champions, they just don't have staying power.
Bro, you better watch your mouth.
Why?
Talk about these UFC champions.
Why?
I saw a UFC champion in Newark Airport one time. So these clips, they be getting
They local.
out.
They local.
They're local and loco. You gotta watch your back, yo. But they were saying Conor McGregor, he's been jumping around like Salt Bay at the World Cup, like looking like a groupie at all these events, yo. Like.
And getting kicked out and shit for being drunk. I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that. Listen, he's trying to stay relevant. Nobody wants to see him fight anymore.
That's not true. I do. And a lot of people do, man. I would love to see him fight, yo. His adversary, Nate Diaz, just fought, man. He fought Jake Paul.
Yeah, and what happened to him?
You once challenged Jake Paul to a fight.
Man. I did. Absolutely. Because, listen, I said this the last time we talked about him fighting. He keeps picking the right people to fight. They keep matching him up with UFC fighters to do boxing. And no UFC fighter, it seems, has boxing training. Meanwhile, he's been doing it for a handful of years now, and he's got some nice amateur skills that can put the paws on pretty much any UFC fighter that goes in the ring with him.
Yeah.
And we haven't seen Nate Diaz be competitive in a fight in how long?
Bro, he choked Tony Ferguson out in his last UFC when we watched that here in Jersey City.
UFC.
Yeah, but this is his first boxing match.
Choked him out, submission.
Yeah, but you asked the question, I answered it. So he finished it. Anyway,
all right.
You got Francis Ngannou who's fighting Tyson Fury. He's a UFC champion, but Mike Tyson's training him. You feel like a little bit different for that fight. I'm just happy he's getting paid. Just the same way with Nate Diaz, because these UFC fighters, they don't get paid. Yo, I meant to ask, man, what did you think about the Rock buying that UFC fighter a house?
Wait, which do you want me to answer first? Francis Ngannou or like?
Sorry, guys. We've been gone for so long. There's so much we have to talk about.
There's a lot of news. I mean, first with Francis Ngannou, he's getting trained by Tyson. I hope that it's Tyson. I mean, he's a legend, but at the same time, he's also a little crazy. I don't know if it's going to be that helpful. Because with boxing, it's a different type of game. And we've seen with Tyson Fury how he's got like stamina, like that fat white boy stamina. It's just different. And I don't know that UFC fighters can go in the ring and last 10 rounds.
Yeah.
We just haven't seen it. So I don't know.
Yeah. We'll see.
It'll be entertaining, but unless Ngannou knocks him out in the first 5 rounds, it's going to be a long day for him.
Yeah, I'm watching all these fights, so I don't give a fuck.
Of course, we'll watch them. It's just, I don't know. I feel like it's better when it's boxers versus boxers. Like, look at the hype for Crawford and Spence.
People didn't even know who they were. Like, everyone was like, "Who's fighting tonight?"
Yeah, but anybody that follows boxing, it was like, this is the fight.
Yeah, that's true. But, I forgot. Well, oh, yeah. MMA fighters have to do boxing. They have to go to boxing to get paid because they don't get paid shit in the UFC. One UFC fighter, he said he had like no money in his bank account before he actually won his first fight. And The Rock, went and bought this man a house.
I mean, listen, we've been talking about Dana White for a long time. And he's a scumbag because his fighters can't even afford a home. They're living out of RVs. They're like begging for $50,000 so that they can have a family and take care of their kids. Like, it's disgusting at this point. Meanwhile, he's making hand over fist billions of dollars. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, he's like the Jeff Bezos of fighting. That's what they call him. Yeah, pretty much. And then The Rock comes in like a hero to save his ass. Yeah, what was his? What was he? He was Black Adam, like The Rock. What was his shit?
Yeah, he was in his most recent superhero movie.
He had multiple. He was a superhero before.
No, I'm just saying, like, the Fast and Furious movies, they're basically superheroes.
Oh my God, don't bring that.
None of that shit is possible or real. Like, it's just all fake. So, Black Adam.
Yeah, but talking about real fights, you put down here that fight in Montgomery, Alabama.
my gosh.
What happened? I
shit is
never
great.
even watched that full video. I just heard everybody talking
Oh, you
about it.
didn't?
And I feel like everyone's over it at this point, but tell me, man.
I caught like four different angles to that fight. So basically what happened is there was this security guard who was trying to let one of these big boats down in Montgomery, Alabama, like come to the shore or something. It's a riverboat called the Harriet II.
Okay.
Harriet Tubman. Like, come on. What are we talking about? You know the vibes. All right? So this white group...
Whatever happened to those Harriet dollar bills, man? Did Trump ruin
You
them?
knew they lied to us. This is never happening. You think they're going to put a black person on the dollar? It's never going to happen. Anyway, so basically, they beat up the riverboat captain on the shore because they wanted to be able to park their boat instead of letting the riverboat land. And the riverboat captain, he tossed his hat up in the air like a bat signal, and then he proceeded to get beat down by like 5-6 guys, something like that. And then suddenly reinforcements showed up like the fucking Avengers, and they beat the crap out of men, women. They didn't care. Yeah. It was glorious.
Women? What is glorious?
Yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing.
That sounds awful. That is not. That's why I don't like boat parties, man, because shit like this be happening.
Listen, something else we've been talking about for a long time. The race war is coming. Y'all better be prepared. Either hit your gym, get in shape, get those hands sharp, or get your gun license. One or the other. But
I know you're excited because I could take either side of the race war.
Who's winning? That's some Italian shit right there. Oh man. Yeah. So it was pretty crazy. Some people got charged. A whole bunch of people. I think they arrested like 15 people. Most of them got out of jail. There's different GoFundMes prepared to protect legal defense and stuff like that. But 5 people officially got charged in this.
Damn.
Especially the guy who was just going ham with the picnic chair. Like, this dude, he was swinging for the fences. It was impressive. It was really impressive. But afterwards, I think the funniest thing was people's reactions.
Yeah.
The way that they were talking about some of these people. Somebody jumped off the Harriet II, swam over to the dock and the pier so that they could get involved in the fight. And then he proceeded to put the hands on people. Like, he was knocking people out. People started putting chairs on their keychains.
What?
Yeah.
That doesn't even make sense. That's some real Alabama shit.
It was different. It was definitely different. It was a whole era for a solid 3 days. Yeah. Nice 72-hour news cycle.
Yeah. I'm not down with boats. I'm not down with Alabama. It just sounds all terrible to me. I really don't like boat parties because, like, if it sucks, you're stuck. Like, you can't go anywhere. You're stuck on the water.
That's true.
Like, you can drink, but sometimes you go on these fucking boat parties and the drinks be like lame as fuck. And it's like, goddamn, man.
Dude, I remember a number of years ago, I went on a river party in the Hudson, and somebody fell off. And this dude was like floating face down in the water. The Coast Guard had to come. And then when we were getting off the boat after the party, everybody, all the security and stuff, they were like, oh, he's going to be fine. We heard he's going to be fine. This dude was like really floating face down in the Hudson.
We should investigate that further. I don't ever trust security. That's like when you go to like Cancun or something and you be taking the pictures with the sharks and they're like, oh, they're fine. We release them tomorrow. Hell no, they do not. I don't be believing people.
Yeah.
But yeah. Speaking of charges down south, man, your boy Trump, he got indicted again.
Oh my God.
and again, man. It's insane, man. They got Trump on a RICO in Georgia.
I don't know what exactly. Like, I'm very skeptical at this point. Like, before I was like, all right, so this is clearly the Democrats trying to do their thing. Now I'm like, either this is a criminal mastermind that they finally caught and they have all the evidence in the world against, or this is really the Democrats just going crazy trying to sandbag this guy so he has no chance of running, because he's still the leading Republican candidate. It's amazing. It's amazing. They put up a list on Twitter, and I'm going to read this. So They said 91 criminal charges, 26 sexual assault allegations, 6 bankruptcies, 5 draft deferments, 4 indictments, 2 impeachments, 1 convicted company, 1 fake university shutdown, 1 fake charity shutdown, $25 million fraud settlement that he had to pay, $5 million sexual assault verdict, and $2 million charity abuse judgment.
Man, those are some Hall of Fame numbers right there.
It's amazing. Amazing.
Those stats are more impressive than LeBron's stats. Like, come on, that's crazy. Trump should like be honored the way. Remember when LeBron took Kareem's like scoring title and they had like a whole presentation. Like Trump should, if he gets off on these charges, man, they need to do something. He needs a ceremony.
Listen,
they might make him president again.
They better pray that he does not get away with all this, because if he does, it's not gonna like. Are they gonna lock up a president? I just want to know what's going to happen. I mean, like, what is the purpose of all this? They're bringing RICO charges on him like he's a drug dealer.
Well, it's not only him. It's 18 of his co-defendants. They're all accused of breaking a variety of criminal laws. In Georgia, when he called the Georgia governor, Governor Kemp, and said, I need you to find me 11,000 votes. Like, he also said this was a perfect phone call, just like his Ukrainian phone call that got him impeached the first time. So he's pretty much just saying everything I do is fine. He's the ultimate gaslighter, man. I mean, you can't ask for more votes and just think that that's okay. But yeah, man, they got him on a federal RICO. The district attorney in Fulton County in Georgia, she's the same district attorney who's prosecuting Young Thug. And, Trump didn't waste any time with taking shots at her. So who would have thunk, Young Thug and Trump, maybe they'll end up allies.
This is different, man. I don't get it.
I mean,
RICO stands for Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act. That's what they're saying about him and his 18 co-defendants.
He's mobbed up. Like that's who he is. He's always had that persona. That's how he handles his business. He's been Teflon to this moment. We'll see. I mean, what is this, the fourth?
Teflon Don. I mean, listen, I think that from what everybody's saying on the news, his defense is going to be, it was my lawyers. It wasn't me. I did what they said. And that's going to be like his defense to get out of all this.
It can't be his defense when that's him on the phone asking for 11,000 votes. And when it's him pushing, I didn't lose the election for years, even now. So I don't see how that could be his defense. I
don't know, man. Weird things happen in court cases all the time. And this is somebody who was a sitting president.
Yeah, that's true. Troy, do you think that Trump will ever be arrested or convicted?
No, I don't think he will, unfortunately. I wish he would, but I doubt it.
Damn, why? Because he was a president, or?
I just don't have faith in any of the system going on right now.
Got you. Yeah, I just don't know if they'll let, a president get locked up, but we'll see. I mean, he has what? This is the fourth one?
Well,
or the third?
I don't know. I've lost count. That's the thing. Like, and everyone has so many different charges. They're saying that he basically has to voluntarily surrender by August 25th. Like, it's not negotiable at this point since the charges have been brought. So he has to be, surrender, be processed through the Fulton County Jail, and then, after that, they have to figure out what they're going to do about his Secret Service detail and all that kind of stuff. But it's crazy.
Insane.
And I've been avoiding the news. Have you been watching the news at all?
Hell no.
Yeah, I don't want to watch it just because I know it's going to be so much propaganda and shit about this and whatever else is happening. But it's a mess. It is a mess. But meanwhile, we've got Joe Biden giving $700 to the victims in Maui.
Really? What do you mean? Like, what do you mean $700?
So he said there's going to be a $700 payment to support the victims in Maui of the fire, because basically this whole historic city and stuff in Maui, Hawaii, burned down due to wildfires.
Damn.
And I think they're saying that there's been like a huge amount of damage. Over 1,000 people are unaccounted for. at least 100 are dead. And he's like, $700 payment, one time only.
Yo, Joe Biden, I know you did, the COVID payments that were a little bit tried. You can't do that for everything. You can't just be like, I'm going to give you a few $100s. This is not like a cheap whore in Tijuana. You can't just throw money at people. Like, people are dying. Like, it's not going to work out, man. Prayers to everybody in Hawaii. Man, this shit is awful. They had a typhoon/hurricane hit the island at the same time.
It's crazy
that the fires are going on. People had to go into the ocean to avoid being burned alive.
Dude, they're saying that it's $6 billion worth of damage. The $700 payment that he's suggesting is going to account for about $1.9 million.
Damn.
Out of $6 billion worth of damage, not to mention all the lives lost and everything like that. But
they might do more. This is fresh. You can't,
he better. This is some bullshit. Like, I'm sure there's other federal aid that's going to go into rebuilding and all that kind of stuff. But for the victims themselves, this is kind of disgusting. Like, if I was president, I wouldn't want to announce after 1,000 people are missing, 100 people died, this whole little town and city got burned to the ground, that, yeah, I'm going to give you all $700 each.
I mean, that's
$700 that doesn't even cover rent.
But that's not all that they're doing. Come on. Like, you're just taking a headline.
You know how much they gave Ukraine so far?
Okay, anyway.
No, done. Tell me, do you know?
I don't care.
$120 billion worth of aid to Ukraine.
What does that have to do with this?
It has to do with the fact that that's a foreign country. We're not even allies with them, and we've given them all this in this.
I'm sure the federal government's going to do more
puppeteering war, and then meanwhile,
no, the federal government's going to do more than just these $700 payments.
Of course, they're going to do more, but
then
why even announce that?
Because that's what they do.
It's piss poor at best.
It's no big deal. Like, the big deal is people are dying. I'm sure they're doing more than that. I don't care.
Damn, that's
prayers
fucked up. That's
prayers
fucked up.
to Hawaii.
You don't care.
No.
Oh man.
I don't care. What do you
listen? Shout out to Hawaii. I've been to Hawaii. It's a beautiful place, and I wish all the people the best. $700. Y'all deserve more. Fight for your shit.
Oh my god.
Go get them.
It's ridiculous. Anyway, people are trying to get their money.
Yeah, they need to.
No, Lizzo's dancers, man. I don't know if they're going to be able to get another job, because I saw Lizzo 2 years ago at Citizens United, and she performed, and all her dancers are also like really big girls, just like her.
Watch out for the big girl.
Most dancers are small. Your girl Nat, she's a dancer. She tried out for like sports teams and stuff. And you see like the cheerleaders and dancers, like they're not big girls. But Lizzo, she prides herself on being like, body positive.
That's right.
That's her whole message. She only puts out positive music, but a bunch of her dancers, man, they're suing her ass, man.
Listen, they basically said that they were weight shamed and pressured while at the strip club. They had to do like all this different stuff, or they weren't going to get treated the same as other people within their group. They got peer pressured essentially, and their lawsuit is saying that it's a hostile work environment. They were sexually harassed, religiously harassed, racially harassed. Pretty much any harassment they tacked it onto this. Yeah.
Damn.
Tough stuff.
Yeah. I mean, when I read through this, when I first saw the headline, I was like, damn, man, Lizzo. I wasn't surprised, though.
I thought it was going to be a little bit worse than this, to be honest. Like saying you were forced to do stuff at the strip, like, ooh, is it that bad? You're getting treated to the strip club, and then you were going to go on the yacht later. Like, I don't understand. Okay, if you don't participate, then no, I'm not going to bring you on the yacht later. You're not a party person. Like, I'm sorry.
Ungrateful, you're saying. You're like I would have been ate that banana at the stripper's vagina.
Okay. Let's take a break here. Was there a condom on it?
Oh, hell no. That's gross, man. Why would there be a condom on? That's weird.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. But yeah, Lizzo, she's under fire. A lot of people are speaking out against her. They canceled Made in America and kind of blamed her. I mean, she shouldn't have been the headliner to begin with. Let's be honest.
Well, it was going to be her and SZA together.
Yeah, but like she's not a headliner. Just them two. That was a weak ass lineup. Last year they had
women power.
Bullshit. They had Tyler the Creator and Bad Bunny last year. They also had Burna Boy, Snow Allegra, Uzi. They had way more people.
But they're not going to do all that after they had the huge concert last year.
No, festivals should keep up with what they do, like, because they set an expectation. Like, would you have bought tickets to see Lizzo? Like,
I don't like Lizzo.
You like
Nat
Lizzo.
likes Lizzo.
You were dancing to Lizzo in the car.
If I'm in the car, I'm gonna have a good time. Listen, that sound system in the car hits different.
Yeah, man. Do you think that this is gonna ruin her career though? Because when I read this shit, I was like, "This is lightweight." I feel like
nobody's gonna give a shit about this in 6 months.
I feel like working in the entertainment industry, like this just seems like a regular day. Like they were complaining that they had to rehearse like extra, if she said that they were like out of shape or something. And it's just like, I thought out of shape was being a part of the job description from what I saw.
Disrespectful. No, it's not. There's plenty of fat people that have great stamina.
Yeah, you talk about Tyson Fury just before. I get it.
See? Look at that. Full circle. So this is what Lizzo had to say.
Yes.
She said, these sensationalized stories are coming from former employees who have already publicly admitted that they were told their behavior on tour was inappropriate and unprofessional. Sometimes I have to make hard decisions, but it's never my intention to make anyone feel uncomfortable or like they aren't valued as an important part of the team.
Wow, her publicist did a number with that one, but I don't know. I don't think it's enough because Lizzo, her whole image is body positivity. That's why I really don't like her or her music, because it just seems so fake to me. It's like, she said, I listened to an interview of hers like last year, and she said like she only likes to write positive music, and she has all these deep thoughts, but I don't know. It just doesn't. It seems very artificial. And we spoke about her career, probably like last year, and how she was hustling. It took her years before she got fame, and once she had it, she was kind of known as this person who promotes body positivity. Literally, that's how she was introduced when I saw her perform. You're like, this artist, she's made people feel comfortable with her bodies and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, it's Lizzo. It's like, oh, fat girls love Lizzo. That's pretty much what they said. So it's just like, clearly, if these girls are saying she was being fat phobic, it kind of goes directly against what made her famous. So I don't know. I think it is going to hurt her.
Listen, let us know in the comments what y'all think about Lizzo and these allegations. Let us know. Because from my perspective, if you're coerced into going to Banana Bar, a sex club in Amsterdam, and participating in sexual acts, like, that you're going to a sex club, and they do sexual acts in the sex club in Amsterdam where prostitution is legal. Like, some of this stuff
could be a hostile work environment, but it seemed like they were upset because they weren't fun enough to get the preferential treatment. Assault is listed on here, and they said that, at one point Lizzo balled her fist up and said, oh, like, if no one else was around, like, oh, I just wish, like, insinuating that she was like threatening them. And honestly, I wouldn't want no smoke with Lizzo. She's a big girl. Yeah, she's also pretty tall too.
She's a little strong.
She's definitely a heavyweight. So
she put her weight behind that punch. You out for the count.
I'm really
looking like Errol Spence.
But yeah, we'll see. I mean, I don't really care. I thought it was. I laughed when I first saw the headline because I was like, oh, I always love when someone kind of gets exposed for being shitty. Well, like Ellen. We did like multiple episodes shitting on Ellen like years ago.
We did.
Because people like, oh, I'm so positive, and really behind the scenes they're a piece of shit. So. At the end of the day, hopefully she learns from this and becomes more real, but I highly doubt that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This article is so funny. It's unclear how much the plaintiff's lawyers prepared them for the fight that's ahead. One can only hope they understand and are prepared for the stakes involved in naming and shaming a celebrity. For 3 fat Black and Latino women to go to the press and courts and choose to tell their story in a very insular industry, it's a righteous choice.
Oh, shit. That is like some real backhanded shit.
For real, like it's so mean. It makes me want to look up this person, but we don't have the time right now.
No, it's all good. Shout out to the fat dancers. Hopefully they get paid because I don't see them getting another job unless they lose the fucking weight, like Lizzo told them. But yeah, man, there's a lot of legal shit going on. Tory Lanez. He got sentenced, man, 10 years for shooting Meg the Stallion. We talked about this shit at length for the last 3 years. Like
we've been waiting for this moment a long time. It's finally here. And it did not disappoint.
10 years, man.
Whew.
How do you feel about that sentencing?
I mean, for me, I'm surprised. 10 years is a long time for bullet fragments that like went into somebody's foot.
Is that what he was charged with? Like,
I don't even know. Like, I still don't know. I still don't know. But I mean, listen, I just don't. What do you think about 10 years for this?
I don't really know the facts of what happened, even through the trial. It's very confusing. I think 10 years is a lot. I'm always mostly against long prison sentences. I think it's inhumane. I know you're always looking to get people charged and arrested.
I mean, listen, if they do the crime, do the time. But this is exactly what he was facing. So he was facing a maximum of 22 years and 8 months in prison for being convicted of 3 felony counts. The first was assault with a semi-automatic handgun.
Okay.
Carrying a loaded, unregistered firearm in a vehicle was the second one. And then the third was discharging a firearm with gross negligence.
Okay. I mean, it kind of makes sense from that standpoint in
22 years?
I'm saying 10 years.
Yeah, but I'm saying I guess he got half the time he could have got.
I don't know. That is a long time, honestly. I feel like an aggravated assault. I feel like it's more like an aggravated assault type of thing. It's not like attempted murder. Yeah. But who knows? I'm not a legal expert, but I do know I would not want to fucking spend 10 goddamn years locked up. That sounds awful. Troy, what did you think about the sentencing?
I wasn't expecting 10 years, to be honest. But I mean, again, there's a lot of like controversy behind the whole situation. But I mean, if he did it, you got to pay the time.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I thought it was going to be closer to like 5 to 7, something like that.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
oof. I know that he's already got his appeal ready. They already sent it through.
Good luck. I think we're done talking about him for a long time.
Yeah. That is a fact. Until those prison tapes drop.
I'm good. I didn't like his music when he was free. So you can save the prison music, Tory. I do not care.
He had a few songs. He had a few bops out there for sure. But it's just his career is basically done.
A few remixes.
I want to see how Meg bounces back from this now.
You just want to see how Meg bounces.
I won't deny that. I won't deny that at all. Listen, she looked great. She was doing a workout plan. She slimmed down a little bit. Yeah. Shout out to Meg.
Yeah.
She won.
Yeah. If a girl's too big for you.
Listen, I hope y'all learn out there. All you little short niggas. Get that shit under control. You better be confident in whatever you're doing about her friend, and the other chick at the party. You better be careful.
Yeah, man. Some people have their different opinions about sentencing. And, people feel like the legal system and justice system can be unfair. So, this one guy who had like a real famous case back in the day, he had some comments because he was talking about shit.
What did our favorite criminal expert have to say?
Because Henry Ruggs, the former receiver from the Las Vegas Raiders, he got sentenced to 10 years too for a DUI and a fatal crash that killed a 23-year-old woman and her dog.
He did.
10 years for that. But O.J. Simpson, he had some things to say about Las Vegas.
Hey, X-World, it's me, yours truly.
Oh, it's X-World now.
I know I went to college on a football scholarship, but somehow this map is not adding up to me. You're driving a car at roughly 160 miles an hour on a public street and end up killing a girl and her dog,
R.I.P.
and you get 3 to 10 years. You go to a hotel room that you're invited to retrieve your own personal stolen property I now have because it was ruled to be mine by the state of California.
I got it back.
And you get 9 to 33 years. Same courthouse, same city, same state. I don't know. Somehow it just does not add up to me.
Hold on. Let's see. I'm just saying.
I mean,
I'm just saying.
I think there's a few subtle differences in that scenario.
What do you mean? He was just getting his stuff back, and that's what he was charged with the same courthouse and the same amount of time. Does that math add up to you, sir?
The math doesn't add up, but he'd been in the public light in too many negative situations prior to that.
Should that count?
It shouldn't. It should not count. It should be completely impartial. But we know the reality. They were trying to get OJ for a long time.
Yeah,
and he made sure that they were able to get him. So
yeah, he stole his own stuff back, and apparently you can almost do 33 years in prison for that. But yeah, man, shout out to OJ. You know, he's always speaking out. Yeah, that story's terrible.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. But you know, that one of those negative, life-changing decisions right there. I wonder how long he'll really serve. Because he was just starting his career. It sucks.
Yeah.
And I mean, he took that lady's life.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
Sad stuff.
Sad stuff, man. You know, other sad things happening out in Las Vegas, man. Britney Spears, man.
My gosh.
She's getting divorced.
Didn't we call this too? Didn't we say that when she met this guy, it was just because her conservativeship was over and it was a money grab? I feel like we said that.
Yes, we did. But hey, the rumors are that he confronted her for cheating on him.
Bro, that's the old switcheroo. That's when you doing something and instead you blame the other person for doing that. It's like, you over here left shit in the toilet. No, it wasn't me. Yeah, it was.
Yo, like, I don't know. This does not surprise me. You know, you were heavy on the Free Britney movement.
Of course.
I was questionable. I feel like her life since then has been, it's been entertaining. I'm happy she's free because I like talking about this shit, man. Instead, a week ago, Sam confronted Britney over rumors she stepped out on him. We do not know if the rumor has any basis in fact, but we're told Sam believed it, and the two had a huge fight.
Bro,
hopefully the fight went better than, you know, the fight with Victor Wembanyama's security in Vegas, because she lost that shit.
Dude, I'm telling you, this was the classic switcheroo. The article also says that they've been struggling for months. He wasn't really sleeping at the house.
Would you sleep at the house with her spinning around all the time? That shit's scary.
No, but I wouldn't have married her in the first place. She's a nutcase. And so apparently when they get in fights, she gets physical with him, like all types of stuff. So
prayers.
Listen.
Thoughts and prayers.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised. He's also way younger than her. It's just like, this was never going to work.
Yeah.
She's nuts.
Yeah, she is. This doesn't surprise me. But yeah, you know, another Vegas and like 90s, 2000 legend, Usher. You know, we talked about him and Keke Palmer. We talked about, you know, the controversy with her baby dad, you know, being upset, you know, with him twirling her around and them singing together at his concert.
Well, it was her boyfriend at the time.
Oh, they broke up?
They broke up.
Oh, shit.
They broke up.
Damn. And now, what, they got a song together? Like,
they got a whole music video together.
Oh, shit.
Let's take a quick look. Oh,
whose song is it? His or hers?
So this is This is his song, but she's in the music video.
Okay. We can't play it for too long because they're going to flag the music.
I got you.
Or you could just play it on mute if it's worth watching.
Here we go.
Somebody say that your boyfriend's looking for me. Ooh, that's cool.
Such a slap in the face.
Well, you should know I'm pretty easy to find. Just look for me wherever he sees you. I go wherever you go.
Oh, dang. And then she with all her girls laughing and drinking champagne. She's living her best life after this relationship.
It's just like what happened in Vegas.
That was recorded in Vegas right after she was dancing with Usher. That's what happened. That was the after party that they talked about. That she was playing cards at.
Yeah, they recorded the song too. That same, he was inspired.
Yeah.
That song sounds like it's straight from 2010. I think they should have kept it to themselves. But hey, it's a moment.
It's a moment, and it's going to get a lot of plays, and it's already part of the media cycle.
I mean, yeah,
Usher can do what he wants.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, Usher told us, he said, "Don't leave your girl around me, true player for real." Like, come on, he told us all that like 20 something years ago.
He did.
So,
still true today.
Yeah. You think that this song is going to take off? Like, do you think you're going to be hearing this out?
It's going to be a TikTok song. The
think?
beat is like TikTok-y. I feel like a lot of those songs from that early 2010s period would have been huge right now.
Yeah, like LMFAO or even OMG, the Usher song.
Exactly. There's a lot of them. So I think it'll be a TikTok thing.
Yeah. So she really broke up with him? Has that been confirmed for real?
They're broken up.
Damn.
Yeah.
When did that happen?
I think it was never like a big to do about it, but it's been reported for a couple weeks now that they were no longer seeing each other. They said that they have moved on amid relationship controversy.
Damn, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Good for Keke. She looks great.
Yeah, she does. Shout out to her. Shout out to Usher. Shout out to, people making music and ruining relationships. That's crazy.
This guy should have kept his pride in check.
Yeah, he fucked up.
Yeah, we're probably never going to hear the name Darius Jackson again.
Who?
Not from the
You'll hear it at the NFL draft at some point. Probably every round.
Damn.
Oh man, but yeah, what's not happening in Vegas, man? Elon Musk versus Mark Zuckerberg.
I'm upset by that because I really wanted to see that happen.
Yeah,
I was if it really happened, I was putting a lot of money on Zuckerberg.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I mean, Zuck, he's talking a big game. He says Elon's not about it. He says he's pretty much blowing smoke.
He's full of shit, man. He's full of shit.
Who?
Elon.
Oh, what does Zuck say? You got his Threads post up?
Yeah, so this is what he said. He said, "I think we can all agree Elon isn't serious and it's time to move on. I offered a real date. Dana White offered to make this a legit competition for charity. Elon won't confirm a date. Then says he needs surgery. Now asked to do a practice round in my backyard.
Oof.
If Elon ever gets serious about a real date and official event, he knows where to reach me. Otherwise, time to move on. I'm going to focus on competing with people who take the sport seriously."
Damn, you just got zucked on
Yeah.
Threads.
Yeah.
Yo, it's like a triple entendre right there. He wanted to come to his backyard. He's like, yo, fuck this. I'm going to post a text message. Like Elon Musk said, oh, we're going to stream this on both of our platforms. It's not going to be any involvement from the UFC. We're going to do it in Rome. And I already talked to Italy. And he was talking a lot of shit, man. I never thought this was going to happen. But now it seems like it's definitely not going to happen.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think, just hope's too high. For two billionaires to go at it physically, it's like that won't happen. They'll compete in their specific realms from a business standpoint when it comes to their social media platforms, those sorts of things. Maybe do some fuck you things like buying somebody's yacht that the other guy was looking at, something like that. But
banging someo's wife like Elon did.
Yeah, Elon he's well known for that, so that's probably next on his list.
I don't think he's getting zucks. No way. No way.
She looks loyal, but You never know. You never know.
Yo, someone said your girl looks loyal. That's shade. You know? It's like, oh yeah, you know, she looks loyal. Like,
What does that look like? Actually, homely. Like,
oh shit, that's so
Oh,
funny,
man.
yo. But yeah, this is the first time you ever believed something Elon Musk said, and it was a fucking cage fight with Mark Zuckerberg. Why were you just so excited at the thought of it?
I wanted it to happen. I thought it would be so entertaining. It would be. I would watch it. I would really, like I said, I would put a lot of money on Zuckerberg. But you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, Troy, do you think this is going to happen, or you think it's pretty much over?
No, I think it's pretty much over, unfortunately. I would love to see it too. I think it would be very entertaining, but nah, it's not happening.
Who did you have?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know if I bet. I just want to see a good fight.
It wouldn't even have to be a long fight. Just give him a solid 5-round UFC championship fight.
5 rounds? Even regular fighters don't do that. That's a lot.
All right, then 3. Fine.
I don't. You really want to see it? Okay. Yes, do it. Do it for Bryan. Like he wants to see this shit. I don't really care to watch nerds fight like that.
Dude, Zuckerberg can wrestle. He's good at jiu-jitsu.
I'm sure he is. He got a lot of money and resources. He was with the best MMA fighters in the world. Like,
True.
You know, and even if you can beat him up, he'll have someone murk you. Like. There's nothing you could do.
It's true.
Shout out to him. I'm not gonna shit on him because he will, delete our whole Instagram page.
He will.
And our threads.
As it is, Zuckerberg,
Facebook.
give us some more attention on our Instagram, man.
No,
Speaking of, everybody, make sure you follow, subscribe, do all that great stuff.
hell yeah. If you guys want to talk to us, you can call in. You can call in. Let me know. Let Bryan know. Let Troy know. Hit us up on No Chill Live on Instagram or in the comments. Or if you have my number, just text me. There's multiple ways. We're trying to get everybody involved, yeah. This one lady, she made headlines by getting kicked off a plane. We love talking about these people who have these plane meltdowns. But this woman, Tiffany Gomas, she wants forgiveness. She's pretty much saying since the incident she had on the plane, her life's blown up. This woman was a marketing executive. And yeah, she went viral, man. One of my most favorite videos I've ever seen.
Really? Well, let's take a look real quickly at the breakdown.
I love it.
But I am telling you right now, that motherfucker back there is not real.
It's not real.
I'm telling you, I'm getting the off, and there's a reason why I'm getting the off of everyone. They either believe it or they cannot believe it. I don't give two but I am telling you right now, that motherfucker back there is not real.
Oh my God.
Not real.
She went for a while. She really did. Now, the crazy thing for me is that even after she got off the plane, she was still talking to the cops in the airport until they finally escorted her out of the airport, and then still on the sidewalk when they were talking to her. And they were saying to her, what's wrong? Are you intoxicated? Anything like that? And she was like, no, the plane is going to blow up. You need to get these people off the plane. It's going to blow up. Now, how she didn't get arrested after saying a plane was going to blow up, only white privilege. But I just...
Is that a crime?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, is it a crime? I don't think it is.
You can't say this plane is going to blow up on a plane.
Well,
You're getting arrested.
She was having a meltdown. She was cursing out people.
Mental health is an excuse?
Is an excuse for what? What crime? What are you talking about?
Isn't that's like making a threat, saying this plane is going to blow up?
I don't think that's making a threat. Stop trying to convict people every week.
I'm not. I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure you can't say this plane is about to blow up. Ever since 9/11, they're super crazy about that stuff.
I mean, if you're having a mental breakdown, I don't think that's a crime, but who knows? Either way, she wants forgiveness, man. She says her life has blown up since this. She says it's frightening. You know, things go viral and everything changes. She's 38 years old. She's told the Daily Mail this in front of her $1.6 million Dallas home. No one knows anyone else's stories, and no one should judge. No one knows what it's like. Adding that she is consulting a lawyer. She's still being super vague. Nobody knows what happened.
A lawyer about what?
Because I guess she's been bombarded since her name has gotten out there. She's a professional woman, and it's kind of ruined her life. I'm not sure, who she's looking to sue. It still sounds, I don't know. I don't know what to make of this situation. I just thought it was hilarious.
Dude, it was nuts. She told the cops, I don't care if I ever fly again. I just want to know what happens to this flight here. Don't let that flight leave. That flight is not going to make it to Orlando. It's not going to.
It sounds like Final Destination 2.
I don't know about you, but what would you do if some lady started going crazy like that on your flight? Would you be scared? Would you be like, I feel like I maybe should not be on this flight right now?
I don't know what I would do. I'd probably laugh. I'd be like, who's she talking about? He fake as fuck. She right. Fuck off.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. If she was going crazy like that, I would probably at least say a nice prayer. I'm serious, because that would scare me for somebody to be going crazy like that. Like, this plane is gonna blow up. I got to get out of here. This is not real. Blah blah blah. Like, I would be worried.
I'd probably be like, she's on some crazy edibles. This chick is tripping. Like, I would not take it seriously. But who the fuck is this? Like, please, just anyone who makes a disturbance during a flight, unless they're like hijacking a plane, I'm just like, yo, just shut the fuck up so we can get moving. Like, I don't really care. Like, no one really scares me. I mean, personally, Troy, what would you be scared in this moment?
Yeah, absolutely. I already have plane anxiety, and if someone's screaming that this plane is not making it, I'm at least saying a prayer. Might get off. I don't know, but yeah, I'm gonna be scared.
Because God forbid this motherfucker's right. Like you're sitting on on the plane, shit starts shaking every time that something happens. I'm gonna be thinking about this lady. You hit some turbulence that's a little crazy. The pilot comes on and in the middle of the flight saying something different than usual. Like, anything happens, I'm gonna be like, oh damn, that crazy bitch, she was right.
Hell no. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna get her off the plane so we can get going. I don't care. Clearly, she was not right.
Bold man.
It's ridiculous.
You guys hear this? Julian is fearless. Fearless over here.
I am not fearless. I protect myself, like, hell no. I'm not trying to be Zion out here. But
random shot. Why? You were protecting him.
He wasn't protecting himself, yo. I can't help him.
Damn, again.
Protect yourself at all times. But yeah, like, this shit's just funny to me. It reminded me of Bridesmaids when she was freaking out on the plane. She's like, there's a colonial woman outside. Like, it's just hilarious. I would just be like, wow, she's tripping. Like, I don't think I would take her shit serious. I don't take, like, meltdowns and temper tantrums seriously. I always feel like, okay, this person is trying to get attention or something. Like, it's actually like a flaw of mine. Like, I didn't believe in, like, panic attacks and, like, anxiety until, like, I had a bad edible trip. And I'm like, oh, people are serious.
Won't we do it for you? So it just opens your mind, right?
Oh, my God. No, for real. So my automatic thing is to think, oh, this person's just being obnoxious. Even
that's usually what I think, too. But I feel like planes, for us, it's, like, a little bit different. Like, anything to do with a plane, I don't want to play with that shit. Like, I just don't. I don't, because my automatic thought is, if anything happens on this plane that's not as scheduled, there's like a very high chance I'm dying, and that's why I don't want to play with it.
Damn,
you're not going to survive a plane crash.
You're not going to survive a lot of things. Like, you could think of the worst all the time, but I don't live my life that way. So.
No, I'm not saying I live my life that way, but listen, when it comes to airplanes, you are in a tube 2 miles in the air.
Do you forgive her though? Like, do you buy her apology?
I don't care. It's not for me to forgive. If anything, it's for the people whose flight she held up, and her family for dealing with the fact that every time she goes somewhere now, it's like, oh, there's the crazy plane lady. And I mean, the worst part about it is that now she broke her silence. We know what her makeup face looks like and her non-makeup face, so she can't hide. Because she looks like a completely different person now.
Listen, that motherfucker is not real. I'm gonna start saying that to chicks when they show up with no makeup and they look different.
You like you said, protect yourself. Keep your hands up because they're gonna come swinging.
They look different at night in the club and from in the morning. You know, some. You know, but prayers to her. People have breakdowns. I'm sure we've all, had our moments. So she's right. You don't know anyone's story, but hers is hilarious. So thank you, lady. Because I love that shit.
Tiffany Gomas. And her name Gomez isn't even spelled the way that you typically spell Gomez. Gomas instead of MEZ. Interesting.
Who knows? Is she married?
I would assume I don't know. Actually, let me not say that.
I don't know the way she was acting. Call me. I'm good. She lives in a $1.6 million home. Yeah, sounds like she'd be a fun time.
I can't see her fingers when she's like. I can't see if she has a ring on.
Oh, who cares? She's crazy.
Saying who cares about the married lady? That's like a good segue for our next article about polyamorous couples.
Oh my god. I'm not even ready for that. Bro, this story is hilarious, yo. So these two couples, man, they divorced each other to form one polyamorous foursome after falling in love with one another. They call themselves the Fantastic Four.
I just don't. Why get divorced? Like, y'all can stay with your partners and just do that if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, when I first saw this headline, I was like, damn, man. Dell and Sonia Curry, they put all their business out there. Shit, I thought Steph had this shit on lock, but nah. I mean,
Steph's been having a great year anyway, though. Fuck it.
Yeah, he hit a hole in one. Shout out to Steph Curry. We love him.
He did. Aisha was looking salty.
Well, at the Drake concert?
Yeah.
She loves attention, but it's all good.
She deserves it.
Yeah, but they said, the one wife, she said, we all fit together as though we have been friends for decades.
I'm sure they do.
And she works as a licensed marriage therapist. She said, we couldn't stop talking, texting, and spending time together. But this year, her husband, Kyle, he left the relationship. He said this was incredibly hard for her. She said she still loves him. But the remaining three have formed a throuple now, and they're hoping to move to a city where they can be legally recognized as a domestic partnership and eventually have children.
Wow.
So now you see, this guy stole he pulled an Usher, yo. He stole this guy's wife. We're all going to get divorced, and then, we'll be together. Kyle, he wasn't having it, bro. Do you think that this stuff is going to become more popular? And would this be something that you would ever entertain, like a foursome?
There's no way. There's no way. If I'm going to do that, then I'm going to get divorced and go do my own thing. Like, I just don't understand it. And granted, we've been programmed to not really understand and accept it. We've been programmed that monogamy is the way and the way you have to do things, either from a religious standpoint or societal norms, whatever it might be. They're trying to break the mold, and good for them. But I think it's essentially like you said, this guy stole his wife.
100%. He really did, because now they're trying to move to a city, make it official. Now he has two wives, and Kyle, he's just gone. So I feel like the marriage counselor, I feel like she finessed the situation. She's the expert. I'm sure that she probably was like, "Oh man,
master manipulator."
100%. Yeah, she was like, "Why don't we open up the marriage and we'll get to know Kyle." He wasn't about it.
That's nasty work. Yeah. That is nasty work. If that's really what she's been doing this whole time. I mean, listen, she said, if we can, Ashley and I both want to carry one baby with Yair biologically fathering the kids.
Shame.
Yeah, that's
This guy is big pimping. Good for him.
If I'm Kyle, I'm out of there too, but I would not have let it go this far at all. I'm sorry. And clearly the one guy, he was probably getting the most of the situation.
Yeah, he was getting busy.
Because they just let Kyle go. All right, bye-bye. She's like, oh, I'm sad. We were once partners and blah, blah, blah. But she's like, oh, I'm moving to another city and I'm just, this guy's second wife. So, yeah, would you let this woman be your marriage therapist? Like, how does she still have a job?
I mean, I'm sure for maybe some people that want to experiment like that, it's probably working out for them. And she's probably really open-minded, obviously. She's got experience in this realm, so she can talk about that experience. But
what experience? She got divorced and then her husband left her. And now she just attached herself to another married couple.
Well, if you're divorced, then your husband didn't leave you.
What? He left the situation. What do you mean?
He's not the husband.
What? He left the whole...
But they were divorced.
They were all together as a foursome. That's what they were identifying as.
But they can't get remarried as a foursome.
It doesn't matter. He left the situation. She lost her partner opening up her marriage, and she's the third wheel forever, trying to get pregnant by someone else's husband.
She lost one partner and gained two.
Well, no, she did not. So you would hire her. You would work. This is going to be your fucking marriage counselor. I want to find her. Since you caping for her.
There's no way. Listen, I'm being facetious over here. There's no way this would work for me. I'm just saying.
I don't know.
Devil's advocate. It worked out for her.
I don't know if it did.
If she's happy, then didn't it?
How long is she going to be happy for?
Who knows? She seems insatiable.
I don't know. She seems like something. But hey, kudos to them. This is definitely something I could never do. Troy, would you ever be involved in this shit?
Nah, not my bag. I'm not doing it.
Damn. What about a throuple? Like,
no, probably not.
No. Too much.
No,
too much. Well, this one guy, he said, "I'm gonna marry 10 women." Now, this is just a TikTok thing. This guy, he has an OnlyFans. He's a masseuse. He's here in New York. He be making some content massaging all of his 10 wives.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, do you have the video of this? I forgot.
I don't have the video of this one, unfortunately, but I do have a picture of them.
Oh, okay, there you go.
So basically, I think it's pretty impressive that he's flipped being a social media influencer, massage person, and he's turned that into 10 wives. Now, I don't think these are really 10 wives. It's probably just 10 women that he massages and has sex with, but still, pretty good flip. This guy's name is Emmanuel Lustin.
He be lustin', all right, motherfucker.
And he's only 28 years old.
Yeah, I mean, could you do 10 wives? Like, what's your max wives? Like, how many could you have?
I couldn't. There's no way. Like, most on a squad, maybe 3.
Okay.
But what do you do with 10 women? It's like you don't have enough appendages in hands, feet, tongues, penis, nothing. You don't have anything enough for 10 women.
I mean, you got 10 fingers?
But how big are your hands? It's just it's not gonna work. No, I can't. There's no way.
No, 10 is crazy. 10 is hilarious. I feel like if I was into it, I think I could manage a good 4 or 5. 5 days a week, and then have my weekends to give whoever did the best that week. Oh, you get a weekend day,
Dog, that sounds like a small business. You got to manage so many different attitudes, and that's a lot. But the income you got coming into the crib is probably crazy.
Yeah, you sound like Andrew Tate right now.
Don't associate me with him. Time out.
No. This is hilarious. This was just done for fucking TikTok.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people do shit for TikTok. This one girl, she said that she used artificial intelligence to find her man cheating.
Oh. Let's take a look at the video. Let's see how this kind of played out in reality.
On TikTok.
I'm going to AI clone my boyfriend's voice, call his best friend, and figure out if he lied to me about what he was doing last night. My boyfriend's been acting very weird. It's a final project.
Hey man, what's up? I don't know. Are you alone?
It sounds exactly like him.
Hey man, what's up?
Not much, man. Just chilling. How are you feeling?
Everything's fine. Kind of. I don't know. Are you alone?
Yeah, man. Just chilling at the house.
I don't remember much from last night. I don't know why I feel weird. What did I do?
Dude, you got base and went vintage last night. You picked up some random 4-year-old from UT and made out with her in front of everyone.
He said we stayed at your place.
I'm going to AI clone my boyfriend's voice.
Dramatic ass music. So she used AI to mimic her boyfriend's voice, call his friend, and get him to snitch that he cheated. Now, I wanted to ask you, yo, if someone did that with my voice and called you with my voice, would you snitch on me?
No. But we don't talk like that. That's the thing. Like, the fact that this, when I first listened to this, when I thought it was real, it was like, that's a bad friend. Because why are you basically telling everything right there on the phone? We just don't talk like that. I don't think guys like communicate in that manner where, oh yeah, you did XYZ like via the phone.
That would be weird, but what's wrong with you? Yeah. What are you asking me this
exactly.
question? Didn't I fuck this girl last week? Like, Julian, are you on Xanax right now? It's ridiculous.
You're the one with the good memory. You're supposed to know.
That's crazy. I'm like, what the fuck?
It's just so specific. So specific. There's no way.
Yeah, but this
Troy, do you have friends that, like, when you guys talk, it's in high detail like that, or does this just not sound realistic?
No, it doesn't sound realistic at all. I think it'll be very hard to get tricked into something like that realistically.
Yeah.
Right now.
Like, I'm thinking about the bachelor party that I went to a couple weeks back. There's no way that I'm calling any of the guys and being like, dude, what happened last night? And then I expect him to tell me in detail exactly what happened.
Yeah.
It would just be like, yo, you got fucked up. You was wilding.
For real. Like, women talk in more detail about all those things. Men don't do that, like, at all. Like, so that's funny. But this shit was a prank. It wasn't even real. So fuck them. For all, not only just putting this out there, like, oh, people can do this now, because people are going to use this for evil, and you just did it for likes. Well, she has like 5 million followers on TikTok.
Natalie said, this chick is a hoe. I saw her on TikTok. I see her on TikTok all the time.
That makes sense. She is a hoe, and she did a hoax. But hey, man, I don't know. We talk about this AI shit all the time, and she says she spent $4 on this technology. Do you think that people are going to start using this more often for other things than finding out their partner's cheating? Because, like, I don't know. You think this could work in reverse? You think you can catch your girl and something?
I think if you have to do this much, then you're gonna find out whatever it is you're looking for. You're gonna find it. It's just like the previous woman that we talked about in the last live, where she was looking through her husband's phone and she found text messages calling her ugly. Like, if you go through this, you're going to find exactly what you're looking for.
Yeah. I never am for looking through phones or like putting tracking devices on people or stalking them. No. I don't like those types of behaviors. No. But yeah, putting this type of shit out there, I don't think is good. But I think people are going to try it. You know, I remember in college there was an app where, you know, you could mimic someone's phone number. So you can, so like people would call someone, they wouldn't pick up, but they would mimic another person's number, and then they would pick up thinking it was the other person. And I was like, man, that's so petty, you know.
I remember Nat showed me that there was this like prank calling app that you could use, and it sounded like you're calling from like a plumber place, but they would have like a joke and everything with it. We did it one time. That was early in our relationship. It was pretty funny. Yeah, but she said that same woman that made up this fake thing, Mia Dio, she also talks about all her sugar daddies on TikTok.
Oh damn. Damn, you know she be getting money from them with that shit. So you know, I might hit up some of her sugar daddies and use her voice and get some money. Cash at me.
Flip it. Hey, that's a good idea.
Hell yeah. But yeah, man, TikTok, nothing's fucking real. Like this shit's all fake. So they were saying that they were surprised that people believed it. Whatever.
I mean, the voice definitely did sound a little bit robotic as well.
Yeah.
But kind of, it sounded like 50-50. Yeah. Cyborg.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Shit's mad fake, man. This one guy, he proposed to his girlfriend after 3 years, and he wanted to make it special, you know? He's 41. He wanted to think of a proposal outside the box for his partner, who's 38 years old. And yeah, he came up with something I never heard of. Do we have like a picture or video for this or no?
Unfortunately not.
Damn. Well, he faked his own arrest in this surprise proposal at his girlfriend's birthday party. You know, he was like, I didn't want to propose the traditional way, so I came up with the scheme like I was going to get arrested, but ending up surprising Quita with the ring. He said, you know, he wanted it to be memorable, exciting, and surprising all at the same time.
This is the worst. There's been a number of these that have happened, and every time I think it gets worse and worse.
But we talk about it every time, guys. But yeah, he walked into like the backyard being handcuffed by a fake cop, and you know, she was like hysterical, like don't arrest him, and then he dropped down and said, oh, but will you marry? I'm sorry for ruining your birthday, but will you marry me? And she was happy. She was like, oh, I'm a Cancer, so my emotions were all over the place. People know, like, I'll do anything for my kids and my man. So she liked it. So
dude, she collapsed on the ground right after he asked that. She couldn't believe it, and then people were yelling at her to get up off the floor. Like, bro, this is dumb. I don't like it. Especially black people. Like, why are you playing with the cops? Like, that's funny or something.
It's not the cops, though. It's fake.
Yeah, but it's not funny. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
You wouldn't propose?
Y'all play too much. No, hell no. No. Shit, I'm still mad about the ticket I got last week going to the 50 Cent concert. Like, it's like, no, I don't play that.
Damn, yo, yeah, you got the 50 T-shirt. You know, we hit up the Barclays.
Let's go.
Last week, man. Give your concert recap. We've been to a lot of shows.
Yeah, we've been to definitely a few different shows. You've been to shows in Philly and New York. You've been all over. But 50 Cent, we were both there, and I gotta say, it did not disappoint. First time going to a 50 Cent concert. And I mean, just from his presence, the dancers. First, it started off with Jeremiah, you know, get the crowd going when the place is still filling up. Then Busta came out. He was going off. And then finally, once it was 50, it was a party.
It was lit.
It was a party. I mean, he was doing hit after hit after hit. And then on top of that, he brought out like 8 people? Jadakiss came out. Cole came out. Slick Rick came out.
A Boogie
was there. Like, it was just
Moneybagg Yo, the baby.
Yeah. It was a lot of people. And I had a great time.
Yeah, I had a great time too. Shout out to 50. This is my second time seeing him perform. You know, I did see him, you know, at the strip club when you threw money at him, and
that's right.
Security guard said, "Stop that."
That's right. I was aiming up in the air, wanted to get it up to all the strippers there, but
there were no strippers up there.
How many years ago was that now?
That was a long time. That was like 2016. That was before the election.
Wow, that was a good time.
Yeah, good times, good times. Yeah, Troy, you were at a concert that same day.
Yes, I was. I saw Danny Brown and JPEGMAFIA for the Scaring the Hose tour, which was really fun time.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they put on a lot of energy, with both of these rappers. It's very like alternative rap. So there's like mosh pits, people just jumping around. It was very, very smelly, very sweaty. But
a lot of dudes.
Yeah, a lot of dudes.
Smelly.
Yeah. But it was a good time. No, setlist was great. They both did some solo stuff, a lot of energy, and it was at Pier 17, which is becoming my favorite concert venue.
Yeah,
really good time.
Dude, they've been going crazy with the concerts. Like they've got some pretty good stuff like every week.
Yeah. I love Pier 17 too. We all saw Pusha T there last year, and then during our break, I saw Pusha T again. Him and Clips and Rick Ross. Pier 17.
Right. That's who you saw.
Yeah. So it's
that
been great.
Like a good show too.
It was great, man. Shout out to Amazon. They were celebrating the 50th anniversary of hip hop, or the hip hop birthday, whatever the fuck they're calling it.
Yeah.
And then also I saw Drizzy Drake.
That's right. Drizzy.
It was a lot of fun, man. Drake put on a great show.
Did you see that video of him just completely ignoring Kim K?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, apparently she was at a concert and he like just walked right past her like he didn't even know who she was. No acknowledgement when he was walking through the crowd. But then they all went to after party later and stuff like that.
Yeah, he probably didn't see her. She's short and he's performing. He's probably hyped up. Like, I just got to get, he probably had to piss. Like, let's be real. Yeah. He performs for like over 2 hours. So I understand, like, not seeing short ass Kim K. And I'm sure that they're cool. He put her on the song and tried to shade Kanye.
I don't know. He walked right past her. But I saw Bad Bunny was there too with Kendall. They're still going strong.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I didn't see the video of any of this, but I can say the concert was great. He brought out 21 Savage. He did a lot of the hits. I saw him at the Apollo back in January, which was a lot of fun with Jenna. And where he did like a lot of the B-sides. He kept some of that set list, but it was more made for the arena. And 50 Cent shit, like he also 50 also brought out Flow Rider.
He did.
He did the apple bottom jeans and boots with the fur, and I thought of your SantaCon outfit from years ago.
That shit was great.
You really had the boots with the fur, but
shout out to Nat for providing the fur.
Yeah. But he brought out everybody. Drake was great. I don't know which concert I even liked more. I feel like I like 50s a little bit more. Yeah. He put a lot. It was like a movie. It was super cinematic.
It really was. Like, I'm telling you, I did not expect him to put that much into the production, the dancers, the bringing out guests and everything like that. I mean, you knew he was going to do something for New York, but it was lights out. It was a great vibe, and they've sold like over 1 million tickets or something.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
Yeah, it is impressive. Shout out to 50. Shout out to hip hop,
That's right.
Yeah, it's been a great summer, guys. We're going to be hitting the streets, hitting the pool. We're having a pool party.
Hey.
And we're going to be talking to people. So we're going to have more content, more to share, follow, subscribe. Let us know if you want to call in. We're here to talk to you guys. We're trying to be as interactive as possible. Who wasn't very interactive? This one couple who waited until their wedding day to have their first kiss.
Ooh, that's nice and old school for you.
Is it old school?
That's basically like one of those marriages where they don't even see each other until the wedding day.
Yeah, but they were dating for what, 2 years?
2 years, and they knew each other for 3 years prior to that.
That's crazy.
That's a long journey.
Yeah, a long journey with no buns. This Texas couple revealed that they waited for almost 2 years before sharing their first kiss on their wedding day. Killian Akunchi told SWNS.
How is his name Killian Coochie and he was not like... That's crazy. I just realized that.
Oh my God.
Wow.
That's the girl. That's her name.
Oh, that's her name.
He's Elazar.
Oh, okay. Yeah. My bad. But still, But still.
Killing a coochie. I can't say either of their names, honestly. I don't know. They both have weird ass names.
It's definitely Kaylin.
Kaylin?
Yeah.
Kaylin Akuchi, and he's Elazar Akuchi. And they're in a cult. They're at the Christ for the Nations Institute.
That's where they met. Where they met.
They met in 2019, and she immediately developed a crush on him. However, it took him 3 years to ask her out on a date.
3 years. That's like 1,000 days.
Literally, bro. Literally. That's over 1,000 days, right? Or yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's over 1,000.
Yeah.
I can't. No.
Over 1,000 days he waited to ask her out. And she said, waiting meant the most to me. Waiting meant a lot to me because it's not something that is bad. It's just something I wanted. There are times. Oh, this is him speaking.
Yeah. He said, I never kissed anyone before. I wanted the first person I kissed to be the one I married. He was 25.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. He said, there are times I wanted to kiss her, but more for her than for me.
I don't think I want to know what exactly their religion is. What is Christ for the Nations Institute?
It sounds like a cult to me. But the couple stated that since the beginning, they knew that they wanted to set strong physical boundaries with each other. Is this anything you could ever go for, man, waiting to get married to kiss? They said that they hugged each other. They would give forehead kisses, amongst other things. But, obviously no sex. And no kisses.
No kissing is that's like, no, there's no way. Apparently, this place so they met at the Institute, which is the educational arm of the ministry for Christ for the Nations. And it's an interdenominational charismatic Bible college.
Sounds like a cult.
Yeah. When you have the word charisma in your college like description, that's very suspect, actually.
Yeah. It's a little sus for sure. Waited 3 years to ask her out, 2 years to kiss her. I think that they said they said that they were able to hug, do forehead kisses, and anal, but
Tim Tebow style.
Could you imagine? I'm just kidding. I just made that part.
For anyone that didn't know. JK.
But yeah, I mean, I thought this was really weird. Like, honestly, I could never go for this. Like, obviously, I mean, come on. Like, but I don't know. It's just like, you don't even know the person. But I feel like the statement of him saying, I wanted to kiss her, but more for her than for me. I feel like he might be hiding some other things that, he's trying to mask. I don't know.
Oh, man. Hopefully not. Hopefully they have a great marriage and life ahead of them, doing missionary for the next 60 years. But it's different. They said the day of our wedding, I remember walking down the aisle and thinking everyone would see me kiss him. What if we miss our lips? She laughed. She described it as nerve-wracking.
Oh my God. Yeah, because you're dating a fucking weirdo. And I feel like this guy's not going to have sex with her. I feel like he's never going to have sex with her. I feel like he's just talking shit. You waited till your wedding day to kiss her. He don't want to fuck her. He just wants to give his life to God and maybe some men on the street. I don't know.
Oh, stop it. Stop it. I wish them the best. I mean, listen, his whatever he was wearing, this shit looked African, but it was fire. His little robe or whatever that he had on. It looked cool.
Yeah, he kind of looked like he could be related to you. I'm not going to lie, bro.
I guess. I mean, he's light-skinned.
Light-skinned, tall, skinny, glasses. I was like, oh, shit. Maybe Brian knows this guy. And religious. Damn.
Yeah.
But, yeah, this ain't nothing I could go for. It's a little bit weird. But this one man, he got pissed at his wife because she edited out his son from their wedding photos.
That's kind of crazy. Like,
They got married. He has a 12-year-old son, and he was, going.
I wanted a picture of the couple, but they didn't have it in there. They might be getting a divorce after this.
He left the honeymoon when he realized this. He was like, going through.
He was upset.
Yeah.
I think he just couldn't fathom like why she would do that.
Yeah. This man said his 12-year-old from a previous relationship was nowhere to be seen in their wedding photos, despite playing a huge role in the actual wedding. At first, he was in a state of shock. He said, I thought it was the idiot photographer who did this, but then my wife told me the truth.
At least she was honest. I mean, that's a step in the right direction.
Okay. He then claims that, she adored him and embraced him instantly. And if she hadn't, he would have never married her in the first place. So he was confused. He said the wife's justification was that she wanted photos of just the happy couple. But he said, but that's bullshit because there were still other family members who weren't cut out of the photos. So
she said he recounted instances where she had shown his son genuine affection by decorating his room, paying for holidays for him. She even gave him pocket money beyond what he had given him, and always bought him stuff, acted like he adored him, embraced him instantly. That's why I think he was like so
confused.
Yeah.
I think it's fucked up. I want to see a picture of the couple too, and mostly I want to see a picture of the son, because if the son is ugly, then okay, I get it.
No, you still can't do that. Like, it's just, they're the wedding photo. You can touch up the photos, but you shouldn't be cropping people out. If you were going to crop them out, you shouldn't have invited him to the wedding.
Yeah.
And this is your son now, unless she's like not going to formally adopt him, which I guess that's probably not going to happen.
I mean, she did keep the unedited photos, for him to have, but
okay,
that's not what she, I guess, was posting on the internet or whatever. She cropped him out of the photos, so I guess he was like, "What the fuck?" Like, because now the decision's permanent. She pretty much, played the victim of the situation and started crying. So
he said she hasn't stopped.
They left the honeymoon. He left their honeymoon because of this. Do you think he was right for leaving? And do you think, would that be a red flag for you? Would you want to be like, oh, maybe we should, get this annulled?
No, I think that's a step too far. Like, it's definitely a conversation that you got to have though, and nip that in the bud, because it plants a seed of doubt in your mind. I would have to assume. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, was she doing all these things with my son just because she wanted to be able to marry me, and now she's not going to like want anything to do with him? Like, he's still my son.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if she doesn't give a better reason than that, I feel like she's not being completely honest. Like, because if there's other people in the photos, it's not really an excuse. So for me, I'd be deeply uncomfortable. But I'm sure there were other signs beyond this, and he was just blinded by, all the nice things that she was doing. But who knows? I'm sure there were other signs that have come up. It sounds like she's a drama queen. He called her mom, or she called her, I'm not sure. He talked to her mom, and she said, oh, just like give her a break. And it's just like, she's going through a lot. And it's just like, weddings can be stressful.
They can.
But does it lead to you cropping out someone's son? I don't know. Like,
yeah. And it's not like he's a little kid where it's just like the small part of the photo is 12.
Yeah. Yeah, and she was like, "Oh, I'll call your son and to show that he doesn't care." It's just like that's not good either.
Yeah, so. You can't call a 12-year-old and be like, "Do you care that I cropped you out of these pictures?" Like, they're your pictures, bitch. Do what you want. Like, that's what he's gonna say. He's 12.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd be upset too if I was the husband. But,
yeah, me too.
Yeah, but also like, I don't know. Like, that's why
I don't think it's enough to like end the honeymoon early and things like that. Like, you correct her and then move on. Like, y'all are married now.
You don't have to be. It just happens.
You don't, but over a cropped photo like that.
I mean, but it tells you more her reaction, and who knows, like, I don't know. This is a bit shady to me. I wouldn't really trust the situation, but hopefully they work it out and maybe, add the son back into the picture.
Literally and figuratively.
Yes. That was crazy though. It's
definitely weird.
Yeah,
it is definitely weird.
But yeah, you know what else is weird? You know, we talk about marriage pretty often, and you know, a few weeks ago we talked about a woman who left her husband, who was dying from cancer, and she got a lot of backlash from it. You know, we discussed if she was selfish or not. This one man, you know, he says his wife is dying. She's terminal. She has, you know, she's projected to live at most 9 months, and she has one wish, you know. She just wants to fuck her ex-boyfriend one more time. She's terminal, man. The doctor said that she will likely need a wheelchair in 4 or 5 months. And by month 8, you know, she'll be bedridden for the last few weeks, you know. Recently, she sat him down and told him, you know, one of the last things she wanted to do was have sex with a previous partner of hers. You know, of course, he was shocked and then asked, like, why the fuck she wants that. And basically, she says that was her most, like, physically compatible partner. And you know, she just wants, you know, her brain's fucked up before she dies. He's torn. He doesn't know what to do. How would you feel in this type of situation, man? Like, would you be okay with that? Would you, you know? And I did confirm, and this is not Adam22 who wrote this. His wife is not dying,
Dude. This is a really. I agree with him. First, it's like, fuck you for even asking me that shit on your deathbed. Like, you've got 6 months left to live, whatever it is. Like, fuck you for asking me that.
Fuck you, you dying person, you dying wife.
Yeah, because that's a disrespectful request to her husband. First off. Second off, if he wants, he could let her do it. I mean, the bitch is going to die anyway.
Oh, my God.
Listen, that's the vibe I'm going to have for this woman because she wanted to disrespect him.
She just, maybe he's not hitting her right. Like, come on.
Who cares? You're going to die anyway. This is what's on your mind when you have 9 months left to live. Oh, I want to fuck my ex?
That's on people's mind all the time.
Not if I'm about to die. Like, there's other things in the world. There's a whole big wide world. I'm trying to spend up all his money. I would be more understanding of that as a husband if my wife was like, listen, I want to spend the next 9 months experiencing everything that I possibly can in life with you. I'd be like, you know what? Fine. I'll go into debt for that. Because it's like, this is the last time I have with the person that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with. And she's no longer going to have like a life after the next 9 months. That I would respect. And yeah. But this, nah, bro. If she wants to go do that, she can do it. And she can take care of herself for the next however many months after she does it.
Damn, you gonna let her die in a wheelchair.
Bro, please, man.
Let him push you around the way he
Exactly, yeah. Exactly. You want to be with him so bad? Go ahead.
You want to let him push it in and have him push you around.
Bro. Would you allow this?
Would I allow this? Yeah, I'd be like, sure, go do your thing, because I'm gonna be cheating on you too. Like, come on, like, we know what this is. Let's get ahead of it before you die. Like, it's all good. Live your life, baby girl. I love you. I just want her to be happy. I would much rather, you know, share the burden, like, of taking care of her with someone else. Like, yeah, go for it. If you're gonna die,
another way to look at it. That is another way to look at it, because after she dies, then he's gonna do whatever he wants.
Yeah, or before.
Or before.
But hey,
I mean, listen, there've been. I don't want to say names, of course, but there have been people that I know from my schools who their partners were terminal. And their partner gave them permission, like, listen, we have kids. You need to go find, like, a new mom for them.
That's sad.
Yeah, it's really sad. But it's also, like, super selfless and things like that. So the guy did go
the other way around.
The wife passed, and I think within like a year he was married again.
Nice,
because he had already like started pursuing another relationship and things like that.
He got ahead of it, you know, before he was a widower. He was like, you know, my wife's about to die. He got that sympathy, and you know, he had the next one lined up.
But I get it in that situation because like it's not necessarily for him from a like, oh yeah, I want you to have a partner and stuff like that. You got kids to think about too. Like there's other aspects and variables to it. I guess, you know,
I get it from both standpoints. Troy, how would you feel about this, man?
I would feel very upset. I wouldn't be cool with it. I would understand, but I'd be like, nah, I'm not doing that.
You're not gonna let it happen?
Nope, not on this end. Sorry.
Yeah, no. Go fuck whoever you want in the afterlife.
You can go straight to hell, you whore.
Listen, I think that's a little disrespectful.
Oh my God, that's crazy. But okay, I have another question for you, bro. Okay. If you were the ex and you single and your ex is dying, her dying wish is to fuck you, are you going to give her that dick before she dies?
If she still look good and like it's worth it, if she don't look like terminal, then...
Oh my God.
I'm just saying. Listen, this is a messed up conversation. Listen, make sure you guys like, subscribe, follow all platforms.
Oh my God.
Let us know what you guys think about this.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh man, Nat's commenting. She said, hey, tell the ex to take care of your ass. She said, damn, Julian, you aren't loyal. And then she said, you could do a threesome.
Hey, she's fair. I you know, it's all good. Yeah. You know what?
I said, if she doesn't look terminal, like all sickly and stuff like that, I could do it.
Yeah, hero.
Break her off one more time.
Yeah, man, send her off. You know,
exactly.
Send you off early, get you good. You know, why not? I'm sure a few of my exes, if they were dying, they'd probably come call my phone. That's probably the only time they'll call me though.
Damn. Well, that's a good thing. At least they want you for something. So, hey.
I'm just kidding. But yeah, man, I feel like it's pretty selfless. I understand being hurt by that type of request. Like, damn, I wasn't putting it down all this time. But hey, if someone's dying, then if that's what you want, go do it. Like, what are we gonna? Oh, I'm gonna get divorced. Like, you're gonna die in 9 months anyway. Like, for real, I'm not gonna be mad. I'm more sad to lose my partner.
I'm gonna wait until she hit the wheelchair, then be like, nah, you could go ahead.
It's fucking sick. That's fucked up. Oh my God. Yeah. That's a sad story.
It is.
I wonder what happens. Hopefully we get an update.
He said, now I'm left with this. Deny my dying wife a wish for my own ego, or let her go fuck another man who she feels was better. Honestly, I'm so pissed and betrayed that she asked this of me. I feel like I'm in a position where I have to say yes because she's dying.
I mean, it's her dying wish. Like, you should have been putting it down a little bit better, bro. It's been a long time. I'm sorry. Like, I can't even imagine this. And if it does happen, I'll be like, damn, how? I don't get it personally. But, you know, hopefully she gets what she wants. Oh, shit. But, I don't know, man. If you were dying, would you ask for this?
Dude, like I said, for me, that would not be on my mind. It's like I want to go experience as many different things that I can. I'm trying to spend like all this money that I got. Mm-hmm. Like that's what I would be. Life experience is not like old past experiences that I've had already.
Gotcha. Yeah. I mean, I'd double back on everything. We spinning the block, baby. One last time. What's 50 Cent's tour name? The Final Lap Tour?
That's right.
That's what I'm on. I'm on the Final Lap Tour, girls. Come and get it before I die. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, man. Oh, shit. It's crazy. You know, people have crazy ass relationships.
Dude, there's so many, like, you never know what people are going through.
Yeah, no, that's very true. It's important to keep that in mind. That's exactly what Plain Lady was telling us. So
this is not real.
Oh my God, I love it. But yeah, man, like this one woman and her mom, they're twins, yo. Oh man, this one, what is she? A social media influencer. She's 23, and her mom, a former like Miss Connecticut beauty pageant winner, who is 56. You know, they believe they're a package deal when it comes to dating.
Well, do they believe that, or does the mom believe that?
Seems like the mom believes that because the girl says, my mom is very protective over me. So it's caused some problems in relationships because she wants me to always be hanging out with her and no one else. They actually have siblings. She says, my siblings don't like it and they won't join in at all. We call them the simple sisters, which
it sounds like her siblings are normal and they hate the mom and oldest.
I would hate them too. This is ridiculous. But yeah, like she, put her daughter in pageants. They do look a lot alike.
They do, but like 30 years apart.
Of course. I mean, this story really disturbed me even more than the last one. Like, would you ever date a girl whose mom was this close, who was this close to their mom like this? Because she's a good-looking girl. She seems semi-successful on social media, modeling and stuff. But is this too much for you?
No, because imagine like Bridezilla, but from the bride and the mom. Like it'll be overwhelming for the rest of your life until this lady dies. And then the daughter's going to be so distraught that her mom's gone. Like it's going to be a whole thing. You don't want to deal with this. It's like having two wives, except one of them you're not really trying to fuck with.
Yeah, and like one of them came out of the other one. And
yeah. It's a weird situation. Maybe like if the gap was only 20 years, it'd be more reasonable.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we saw Ice Spice's mom.
We did. The sister's gone viral too, man.
Oh, really?
That whole family right now is highly sought after. But I don't think this is cool. Do you think this lady's married?
I don't think so. It seems like she's married to her daughter, which is really creepy. I think this is, I don't know. I could never deal with this type of situation. Like, yeah, you need boundaries, and it seems like there's no boundaries between them. She obviously has a favorite child. Her other siblings hate them. And it's just, I don't think it's healthy at all. Because who are you really if you're just trying to be like your parent? That's why we had this conversation about like naming our kids after ourselves, and I think we both were like, oh, we wouldn't do it. No. But this is like that even worse. Like
this is on steroids. Yeah. Like they really have the same outfits on. And listen, I'm not gonna say that the woman doesn't look good for her age and stuff, but it's just like they talk about people when they try to look young or they try to wear clothes, and it's like, bro, what are you doing? You trying way too hard. This is her.
Yeah, so it's the mom who goes out with the daughter and it's like, oh, we're really sisters. It's so lame. Like for me, I always think it's more it's cooler to own your age and like to have your own lane and own your maturity, not to, like you said, like don't try to live in the past. Like it's kind of gets to a point of being really pathetic, especially when you're impacting and impeding your child's progress and taking shine from them. I think it's really kind of gross. It's kind of like when LeBron dunks, at his son's basketball practices. Like, relax, bro.
I don't have a problem with that, but I get it.
But yeah, you mentioned people trying to look young, and this one billionaire, man, he's obsessed with looking young, and he actually takes blood from his son to stay young forever.
Dude, this guy looks like a vampire.
Yeah, and he's another fucking Bryan. Like, I feel like every month we have a story with another Bryan. I mean, it's a popular name.
It is.
And this guy is a successful guy. He's a billionaire. He's 45. He spends $2 million a year in an attempt to slow down his biological clock. But, he says he's had trouble dating. He said in circumstances when he's tried to date, he says he's the best date ever, bro. He says, the first thing I do is give them a list of 10 things. Like, here are all the things you're going to hate about me and all the things that are going to make me an impossible partner for you. It's a big deal.
Yeah, he sounds like a great person to be around.
Oh my God. Yeah, he says sleep is like so important to him. He prefer, for his potential mate to sleep in a different bed. We talked about sleep divorces recently, and he buys into it. His former girlfriend, who was an actress on TV, alleged in a lawsuit in 2021 that he tried to force her to accept his lifestyle and kicked her out of the house when she was diagnosed with cancer, which is related to the other story. So this guy, he's like, pretty cutthroat. It sounds like, and he also predicts that he's going to live to 200 years old.
He's not, but listen, I it's definitely interesting. He's how old now? 40?
He's 45.
45 years old. I will say he looks great. He's in shape, clearly. When you made 800 million selling PayPal, I'm sure you can pretty much do whatever you want. I think this is just a symptom of OCD. And his is with regards to trying to not die.
I don't know what this is, man. This is some fucking weird shit. Anytime you're taking blood to stay younger, I think it's some vampire shit. Like, I can't think of anything else, but this guy's a fucking real life vampire. I mean, he doesn't come out in the daytime. He sleeps all the time. He sucks the blood out of his own son. I think he's just a fucking modern day vampire. Billionaires are kind of like vampires. So, hey, I just think he's a vampire.
He's super pale. So he's got that already down. That's a clear symptom or a trait of vampires. He said that he thinks his current biological age is 36. His skin is that of a 28-year-old, and his lung capacity and fitness is of an 18-year-old.
Wow. Well, he's just making shit up. Those sound like those Trump stats. Man. I mean, people think I'm younger than what I am, and I'm always flattered, and I haven't sucked anyone's blood yet. Well, never mind. But that's a different story, man. I think this shit is creepy. People should just own who they are. And
I mean, I think he's trying to do that.
But why is he even trying to date it? Like, who goes on a date and says, "Oh, these are the 10 things you're gonna fucking hate about me"? It's just like, okay, like, why even go out? Like, it's like, is that what Jonah Hill does too?
Probably, but I think that with these celebrities, with these guys that are, multimillionaires, they can be choosy. I mean, when you're in the top 0.5% of anybody in the world, it's like, why not be choosy?
And when you're a billionaire, you already know what they're there for. It's like, you might as well just know you're not going to like me as a person, but hey, you want to stick around? Like, this is what it's going to be. I don't know, man. This shit's weird.
I feel like he would have to find another fitness fanatic, though. It would have to be somebody that can operate in a similar lifestyle. There's no other way he would be able to maintain a relationship.
Would you ever go to these lengths if you had the money to try to stay young? Like, would you be cool with, like, the blood plasma treatment?
Not to these lengths. Like, if I had the money to be able to pay for a chef and a nutritionist and a personal gym partner and things like that, and like a trainer and all this kind of stuff, yeah, sure. I would definitely do that. Like 5 days a week, yeah. The other 2 days for the weekend, I want to break from all this regimented shit. But I would want to be healthy. And what's it take? A few hours a day to do these things?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It seems like it's his whole life.
Well, for him, yeah, because he's taking it to the extreme.
And what's the point? Like, what's the point of looking young if you never even live? Like, you just keeping yourself in a fucking coffin all day. Vampire.
That part. But maybe he has enough money to bring all these people with him.
I'm sure he does. But I'm not cool with that shit, man. It's a little weird to me, but nothing's more weird than, this Japanese man who spent thousands of dollars to become a fucking dog.
Dude, when I saw this, I couldn't believe it.
You have the video or
I don't have a video, but I put a picture up.
This Japanese man spent more than $20,000 to become a dog. He took his first walk outside. I think, what was he in Tokyo?
Yeah.
He had a little sign that said, "I'm human." And yeah, this shit is fucking terrifying. He was actually walking on the street as a collie. You know, I think he was launching his YouTube channel. How do you feel about this? Would you pet him?
No. I'm walking past him and looking at him like he's a weirdo. Like this is like the Hunger Games. Remember they had Tigress who she had like the whiskers and everything, and her face was like they put the plastic surgery so she looked like a tiger and had the hair and everything like that. This is the same thing.
This is not the same thing.
Well, yeah, she still had a humanoid figure versus like
this guy wants to be a dog.
Over here, quadrupedal and everything. Like he's just doing the most.
He's on all fours walking around. That is not like the Hunger Games, man.
Yeah, that's a good point.
This is weird. But hey, he's identifying as a dog. You know, people want to say what they identify as, and he's taking it to the next level. And he has the money to do so. This shit looks mad believable. It's mad fucking terrifying, bro. But he seems to be into it. He says his family accepts him for it. If you had a family member who did this, man, how would you handle it? Would you be happy for them? Like, okay, yeah, they always used to bark a lot. Like, it makes sense.
It depends on how close in the family they were. Like, are we talking a cousin or are we talking a sibling? Because a sibling, like, you got to roast them every chance you get so they stop this bullshit. A cousin, you got to be like, oh, that's weird cousin Al. Like, or you give him a dog name that's different than whatever his other name was, like Rufus. Like,
I don't care how close we are. Like, once you dress up as a dog, we not close no more. I don't care. I don't care if it's my sibling, my parent, my cousin, my uncle, my friend. Once you do this, we not close. I don't know you. I'm like,
what about not the dressing up as a dog part, but you know how there's those people that they put the leash on their partners and then walk them around the store and like the park and things like that. What about that?
The same thing, you know, do that in private. It should not be a public thing. Like, hell no. Fuck that. But he says his family supports him. Do you think we're going to see more things like this as technology evolves, as, you know, people, you know, want to identify as different things? You know, they use AI and, you know, we have filters to change. You know, everyone was using that stupid ass Snapchat dog filter for years, man. Is this just the next level of that in 2023?
Listen, I have a comment that's going to get me canceled, so I'm not going to say that. But there's plenty of people that are going to do weird things and try to be whatever they want to be. That's not reality.
Got you. I mean, this is different, though. I mean, he seems happy with his investment. I mean, the costume looks good.
He identifies as a dog.
Yeah. So do I sometimes. Not gonna lie.
That's a little different. Dog-like behavior, but you yourself are not a dog.
I don't know. Some would differ. I don't know. Some people would say differently. But hey, to each their own. I think the costume look cool, but it also is terrifying. And honestly, if I saw that on the streets, I might want to, like, I don't know. I might want to kick it or something. Like, it's not real. Like, get out of here.
No,
like,
you can't be scared of the man dog and not scared of the lady screaming on the airplane.
I don't like mascots. I don't like people dressed up. Like, I'm pretty consistent in my stances. I don't like that shit, man. Troy, what do you think of this, man?
I mean, I'm happy that, you know, he's found his passion, but I don't like dogs in general, so I definitely don't like people.
You don't like dogs?
No, not really.
That's terrible.
I don't hate him, but keep him far away from me, and we're good. No problems.
I get it. You're trying to hit him with the kickball at the game. I got you. I got you.
I love dogs, man, but not this kind of dog. Fuck that. This is weird. This is really strange. But hey, man, he got a lot of clout. You think he just did this for attention? Because I feel like you have to really want to do some shit like to spend that money and to put yourself in this hot ass suit and walk on all fours.
He said he had a school assignment or something when he was a kid, and everybody was talking about what their dream was, and his dream was to be a dog and to be able to go outside. And his dream came true. He made it come true with $22,000.
Damn. Shout out to him. Oh my God. No, I would. It ain't no way I'm respecting him as a human after that. I'm like, go sit down. Like, I'm hell no. Like, fuck that. He might like that though. That's why I can't engage. I can't engage with these types of people, but I wish them the best.
Imagine you tell him to sit down and he just like folds his haunches and sits like
oh
a
my
dog.
God. I'm sure he practices that all the time.
Yeah.
You think that he did this just for the internet?
Well, the thing is, he hasn't disclosed who he actually is. Like, this is a fake name or whatever.
He shouldn't. He should never disclose. He's like Batman.
He said that, you know, he doesn't want people to judge him. He doesn't want his hobbies to be known, especially by the people that he works with. This is probably like a software engineer at some company.
Yeah, I mean, Japan's weird anyway. Like, they got a lot of weird shit going on since, you know, they got bombed and stuff.
R.I.P.
Yeah, I saw Oppenheimer. It was really, really good. I saw it in IMAX. Yeah, it was dope.
I heard they drop bombs like every 5 minutes or something.
It's kind of like in flashbacks. Yeah. Troy, you saw it too, right?
Yes, I did. Unfortunately, not in IMAX, but I saw it in the regular theater. But I loved it. I thought it was great.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to watch it.
Yeah, you'll like it. You like history and stuff.
My most recent watch at the house was Cocaine Bear.
Oh, how was that?
It was actually really entertaining.
Yeah.
I actually really enjoyed it. I was going into it thinking this is going to be a trash movie that I'm not going to make it like through. And it was pretty funny.
You saw it too, right?
Yeah, I did. It is a very fun movie. I liked it a lot. The cast was great, and yeah, I had a good time. Just don't take it seriously.
Exactly.
Yeah, Cocaine Bear, aka Jocelyn Hernandez, or Conor McGregor.
Oh man.
Oh shit. But yeah, yo, this one lady, she was upset. She was going to Taco Bell, and they asked if she wanted to pay it forward, and the customer behind her had a $60 order. Now, this reminded me of you because you're the only person I know who spent more than $20 at Taco Bell.
It's $20 is my go-to. That's the threshold.
That's terrible. $20 at Taco Bell. Well, it's probably like $60 now. Who knows? I mean, that was like a long time ago. Yeah. But she freaked out. She said it was a scam. She left her car, like approached the car, you know, behind her. They got her, you know, on video on TikTok. She didn't realize that she didn't have to pay it forward. So, you know, they kind of ended up laughing about it. But have you ever gone to the drive-thru and been asked to pay it forward?
Never. And I don't think I would anyway.
You don't think you would participate?
No. For what? This is my money. If I want to pay for you, I'll do it in person, not at the drive-thru. That's weird. Hey, I think it's weird. You would do it?
Listen, I've been. It's happened to me. I went to Wendy's. You know, I got like just something for myself, and they're like, "Oh, the person in front of you paid for your meal. Do you want to pay for the person behind you?" I was like, "No."
Damn, so you just got free food and dipped.
Yeah, I was like, "Thanks." She looked at me, but I'm like, I don't know how much the person behind me is ordering. It could be a whole fucking family. It's just me. Like, I appreciate someone buying it for me, so I'll take my win. Troy, have you ever encountered this?
I have one time at Starbucks where I was picking something up for Shannon, and someone in front of me just paid it, and I was like, wait, I was confused at first. I was like, I know you could do that, but there was no one behind me, so I couldn't pay it forward. But I was like, all right, free Starbucks.
Nice. That's dope.
It's really paying it behind, but whatever.
Well, you know, it's the concept, bro. I get it. Paying it behind doesn't even sound right.
It doesn't. It doesn't. It sounds. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
We'll leave that alone.
Yeah. But this woman was really. She thought it was a scam, but
she was upset. I would be sick too. I'd be like, hold up, how much is the bill?
$60. Who spends $60 at Taco Bell? That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely said fuck that shit. But yeah, is there anything else? I mean, we got a bunch of other stuff, but I didn't really read the rest of the articles. Was there anything else you wanted to talk about, like that you could?
I think we covered most of the things that I was really excited to discuss. But it's been a busy few weeks, man. It's been a really busy few weeks. I'm looking forward to this weekend. Troy, tell us a little bit about the Bar A trip yesterday. How did it go?
Yeah.
Oh man, so yeah, we haven't been to Bar A in it's probably been like 8, maybe 7 or 8 years since my last time at Bar A. So me and some friends, I think there were 8 of us, went to Bar A yesterday, waited in line, and got soaked. It started downpouring on us. It literally like we took a shower. It was terrible.
Damn.
Everyone just like crashing the boards, just trying to get into the bar as fast
course.
as possible. So we were able to get in. Unfortunately, we were already soaked. Try to get comfortable. We managed to sneak to the back bar. We had the whole back bar to ourselves. They blocked it off after us.
Oh, nice.
They gave us early 50-cent beers.
Oh,
so
man.
that was that. They felt bad for
Y'all
us.
got the
Like,
VIP
hey,
treatment.
We did, yeah.
They knew it was the last time.
exactly. So no, it was cool. We didn't stay that long though. We stayed till like 10 o'clock, and then we just went to another bar, got food, and left. So
Were you guys pounding beers? You were
we did.
going
We
in?
had out of 8 of us, I think 80 beers, so about 10 beers each.
Solid.
Yeah, it's
Solid
not, it
for a
wasn't
couple
bad.
hours.
Yeah, no, for sure. And then after that, we're like, hey, you know what? We paid our dues, gave it one last lap, and just left.
Final lap tour.
For the sake of Nat, because the first time I ever took her, she was like ecstatic after we left. Was there the hot dog cart outside?
Yes, there was, and my friends got some.
Okay, awesome, awesome. Good to know.
That's dope, man. Yeah, you know, I haven't been to Bahrain in a long time.
Yeah.
I was tempted to go, but I just don't got it in me, man. I think I'm retired for good. I think my last Bahrain trip was a long time ago. But.
For anyone that's not familiar, Bahrain it's called Bar Anticipation down in Belmar. We're gonna give them some free publicity, I guess, right now. But they do this thing called Beat the Clock, where you essentially have 50-cent beers starting at 8 o'clock, and then every hour it goes up 25 cents. But it's a really good time. If you think that you can't get drunk off beer, you will definitely learn your lesson there.
Yeah, that's dope, man. You know, shout out to Bar A, shout out to Belmar, Jersey Shore. I've only been to the beach one time this year. I gotta go again, maybe next weekend.
No, same, man.
But this weekend, you know, we throwing a pool party.
Ooh, let's go. It's gonna be lit, and we're gonna do some interviews.
Hell yeah, we gonna interview our friends and family. You know, I don't know what we're gonna talk about. But we'll figure it out. You know, and you know, if it's good enough, you'll see it. But you know, we're not trying to put too much pressure on the situation. We're gonna enjoy ourselves because summer's almost fucking over, man. It's sad.
It is. It's gone by really quick. I think it's been so busy this summer. We've been like going to all these different events, traveling, all this kind of stuff has been happening. So it's definitely breezed by. But I'm excited for this weekend. It's supposed to be really nice on Saturday too, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be. Hopefully the weather holds up. It'll be fun. Really excited. Also, next week. I got tickets to go see Dave Chappelle at MSG, so I'm gonna have a recap for that.
Ooh,
next week.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, you know, I don't know how many. I've seen Dave Chappelle. Like, we've seen him together like fucking 3 or 4 times
at least.
Yeah. So this is gonna be like the 6th time, but he's doing like 4 shows at MSG. So
wow,
you know, shout out to him. So I'll have to recap on that. Do you guys have any plans before the next live?
Not right now, man. It's a little low for me right now.
Gotcha.
I'm thinking about what I want to do this fall though. Birthday coming up in a couple months, that sort of thing. So we'll see.
What about you, Troy?
No, nothing. And probably just laying low and just recovering from everything the past few weeks.
Yeah, it's been a lot. Like, oh my God, we've done so much over the break. We can't even cover it all. Like, I don't even remember half of it, to be real. But you know, we still got a few more weeks of summer. We're back up until Labor Day. Then we're gonna take a little break for Labor Day, and then we'll be back in September. But yeah, we're back for the next 3 weeks. So tune in every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. We will have the phone lines open. We're still trying to figure out how to get more people involved. So
that's right.
You know, reach out to us if you guys want to call and, you know, talk about any of these fun ass topics about, you know, marriage or, you know, Trump getting indicted. We talked about so much shit today.
We did.
Like, that's crazy. I can't wait to rewatch it because we covered so much.
Yeah. There's a lot. Everyone stay safe. Let me give a shout out to my Aunt Audrey, rest in peace. And anything else we want to cover before we hit the road?
No, I think that's pretty much it from my side. You know, RIP to your aunt. You know, thoughts and prayers to your family.
Thank you.
The whole Spears family. Yeah, it's Leo season. It's our only Leo season episode because it's Virgo season next week already.
Oh man, those Virgos, they come out heavy in September and late August.
Right, those psychos. Shout out to our brother Tory. His birthday's coming up. He's a Virgo, right? He's a Virgo, right? Yeah.
Nice.
So Joe Budden's a Virgo. Dave Chappelle's a Virgo. So I'm gonna start off Virgo season correct. With one of the greatest to ever do it. But yeah, it's been fun getting back with you guys. Make sure you subscribe, follow, like our videos. We're going to be posting up all types of clips. We still have so much, even from the last live we did like a month ago. So we have a lot more to get to, and then, we got 3 more weeks of this shit. And then the fall, we talking about really expanding and doing some other fun things. So
yeah,
really excited for the future. We're almost at 200 subscribers on YouTube. So hopefully next week, we'll be able to celebrate that.
If you're watching now, hit that follow button. Come on.
Yeah. Send it to your friends.
Subscribe. Do all those great things.
Yeah. We love you all. We love the support. And we'll be back next week. Thanks, everybody.
Peace.
Peace.